Good morning, everybody. We want to give you some highlights from last night's council meeting, and today we're talking to the General Manager and we're going to go through some of the items that we've talked about. General Manager.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Under the first reports last night, we had the minutes of Country Mayors and Ramjo. Those are organisations that council belongs to, and there's not much in the detail of it, but I know that you've got some quite strong views about our membership of
That's right. This is a voice that we can use from the country with the government, and I believe it's a great organisation to be in. The last time we had a meeting about the sustainability of local government, and we've got some good indicators that they've realised it's been unresourced for such a long time. We had the Attorney General's Department, we had IP&R there as well, and they're recognising the shortfall and they're doing things about changing depreciation. But I think it's great that we get together and have this voice, and good things are coming down the line, I believe.
Yes, Thanks, Mr. Mayor. And just on that note, yesterday there was an inquiry results released on the Rural Fire Service where we don't believe that council should be accounting for the assets. And that came out of joint advocacy from all these kinds of bodies, which is yet another example of how working together makes our voices louder.
Yeah, very, very much so. We need to get together with our fellow councils and our fellow mayors to get our voice across, to give people the idea of what's happening in the bush.
Right, then we've got a few new or revised policies going out for 28 days of public exhibition. It includes the Code of Conduct and Code of Meeting Practice. We had been hanging on for the Minister's new model code.
Local government minister, yes.
Yes, but hasn't come out yet, so we've just really done a version of our existing one until the new one comes out. We also have our social media policy, our community engagement policy, and a policy looking at our community grants. So if the community can keep an eye open for that over the next 28 days.
That's very, very important, because we do revise our policies all the time, right? And we need to have your input.
Right, Mr. Mayor, we had the annual fees payable to councillors and the Mayor last night, which had some robust debate.
Yes, it did, that's right. Like every year, the Tribunal for Enumeration for council fees right across New South Wales, they suggested council fees should go up. We felt we wouldn't go the full rate. We want to stay in the middle of where we should be, and I think that was good last night. We decided to do that. There was a chance to go the whole way, but we showed some restraint, and we've kept it back to just in the middle of the pack.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Right, we had our second round of community grants come forward to council last night, and council made some decisions about community groups needing funding.
We did, yes. Last night, the second round was 19,500. We had about 11 different community groups, such like Walking Football and Jumpstart and Leeton Basketball Association, to mention a few. But we'll have a media release on that later. But it's great to see those applications come in and see the money flowing through to those community groups.
Yes, community groups are often the heart and soul of the community, so
very much so.
It's great to be able to support them. They do such wonderful work. Okay, I think that wraps up most of the highlights of last night's meeting, but I'd also like to just remind the community while we wrap up today that we have our integrated planning and reporting suite of documents, which includes our delivery program, annual operating plan, budget, long-term financial plan, the whole lot of them. And we're asking the community to give council some direction as to what they want in and what they want out.
That's right. And this flows on from the CSP, the Community Strategy Plan, right? Where you've come forward and asked for certain things to be looked at and to get or not get, or take out or take in. And what the staff has done is put together a suite of information for you to look at. We want your input. It's very important that we know, we get an idea or indication of where you want us to go. We have your say. There's three ways to get hold of us. You can do it online, you can email us as well, or even a letter to the council.
Yes, absolutely. And we particularly honed in on what we're calling discretionary projects.
Yes.
And we're asking the community, should they be kept in? Should we only do them if they're very heavily grant funded, or should council be able to fund them themselves? And we would love to hear people's feedback on those projects.
Yeah, that's just something we highlight, we think we might want to do. An idea was to have units at Kruger, how we go about doing it. Do we do it? How do we get the money? We just want to get your ideas. So there's a few discretionary projects. They're not fait accompli. We just want your input on those.
Yep. And I think that's about it, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, that's about it. Good. See you soon.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.